You guys thinking about moving in retirement? If you're thinking about going overseas, what is the number one, or just to a different country? Doesn't have to be overseas. What is the number one country you think Americans want to move to now? This is based on a survey done last year of 100,000 people by a company called Expatsy, which is a company that provides relocation tours. And I got this information from CNBC. The reasons why they want to move out is surprising. You talk about the state our country is in now. This was eye-opening to me, very eye-opening. So guys, leave me comments for any of you who are thinking about relocating to a different country. Think about it, that's a huge change. Dare I say huge change, right? You could be, relocating from, I don't know, Minnesota to Florida. Big change, but not such a big change. And you want to do it for weather, right? When you retire. Yeah, but you're still in the same country. A lot of the things are the same. Different area to live in, different weather, but a lot of the things you have to deal with, similar culture, same country, right? That's a big change, going to a different country. Big. But hey, for some of you adventurous sorts, why not? You know what? To be honest with you guys, if I wasn't in a 23-year-old relationship now with my girlfriend who is never going to move, she loves where she's at. Great. That's great for her. If I wasn't in that relationship, I would seriously think about moving out of the country. I really would, just to try something different. And also on a moderate income retirement, your money can really stretch if you go to certain countries, right? So, here we go. I've got 10, the most 10 popular countries that people want to move to if you're currently an American as of 2024. Let's start at number 10, Costa Rica. I get it. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful country, right? I've never been there, but my girlfriend's, one of her best friends was born there. She hasn't been there either, but we're seriously thinking about going down there. Tropical weather. Relatively low crime, especially compared to the countries around it, right? Central America. Number 9, New Zealand. Now, this is probably in the top 5 destinations I would love to visit. I have a friend I used to work with who was born in New Zealand. Yeah, I mean, they have pretty much any kind of weather you want. You've got what do they call them? The Southern Alps, I believe it is. You've got alpine weather. You've got tropics. You've got everything. And again, low crime. Beautiful area. Beautiful. Before I go any further, let me get to those reasons why people want to move abroad. And this, guys, really surprised me. The number one reason people are thinking about moving abroad, 56% say America is too conservative for them. Okay. What's your definition? Whoa. Bird fight. What's your definition of conservatism? I think it depends on the person, right? I don't think that'd be a reason for me to move out of the U.S., but that is the number one reason for these 100,000 people they surveyed. Second reason, 53%, America is too divided. Okay, I get that one. 41% say they hope to save money. That one I get. I thought that'd be number one by a mile. No, it's third. 41% because they want to save money. I didn't expect those results, to be honest with you. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If that's something you might like the video and think about subscribing as well. And if you really want to support this video, down here are 2 other ways you can do so. So let's get back to the list. Number 8 is Mexico out of the top 10. Okay, this one kind of surprised me. I mean, especially lately, there's a lot of violence going on in Mexico, right? A lot of violence. I don't know if I'd feel safe anywhere. Used to be just in certain areas. Now it's in all the touristy areas as well. So for me, count that one out. Number 7 is France. Beautiful culture. I've heard some rural parts of France and also Italy are very affordable too. I guess it depends on where you want to live in France. If your idea is to hope to save money, probably won't be in Paris, but yeah, maybe in the rural parts or maybe some smaller cities. Number 6, the sixth most popular destination that Americans want to retire a different country in, Ireland. I've never been. My girlfriend went 9, 10 years ago. Absolutely loved it. She was there for 2 weeks. She could be there tomorrow. This is the one place where she might want to move to instead of where she is in Los Angeles. Main reason she doesn't, she's surrounded by, all of her family is within like a couple miles of her, live within a couple miles. That's rare today. So I get it. Mine are spread all over the place. The number 5th most popular is Italy. I have really heard that Italy has a lot of affordable areas in the rural countryside. Now, you've heard about those dollar houses. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's a lot of pitfalls that go along with that. I'm sure you've seen that. Buy this house for $1 in the countryside of Italy. I don't know if I'd jump at that, but hey, food, culture, yeah. The 4th most popular, Canada. Okay, I get that. My girlfriend and I went up to Banff 15, 16 years ago. Best vacation I've ever been on. Canadians are some of the friendliest people you will ever meet. And afterwards, she went to Ireland, said the same thing about the Irish. Very, very friendly, very open to, people coming to visit their country. One big drawback for me, cold winters. But hey, it's an option, right? And it's right next door to where we are here. So yeah, I can get that. Number 3, the UK. Lots of stuff to do in England, right? Yeah, lots of stuff to do over there. I get it. One of my old bosses at work would be in England tomorrow if she could. Don't know why she's never moved. I never asked her, but she is a total Anglophile. I think that's the word. So I get it. England. Number 2, Spain. Okay, I get that too. Nice weather. They're just like Italy and also France. If you move to the countryside, pretty affordable, I've heard. And there's a lot of there are a lot of channels that I've seen from Spain on YouTube. Also tons of them from the Philippines. Now the Philippines is not on this list, but I wonder if they just interviewed, like, let's say, older men that are retiring single. I'll bet you the Philippines would be in the top 3. Yeah. Younger women. They might just want you for your money, but hey, if you know that going in, you know it going in, right? You know what you're getting into. Okay, so that brings us to the number 1 country that people are flocking to, according to Expatsy's 100,000 person survey. Can you guess? I couldn't. Portugal. Yeah, Portugal, which is obviously right next to Spain, right? Portugal and Spain, number 1 and 2 here on the countries people want to relocate to. I've heard Portugal cost of living is even cheaper than Spain. Might not have to move to like a rural location like you do in Italy and France. You could probably just move into a lot of different areas in Portugal and be pretty good as far as money goes. Weather, similar to Spain. We're talking Mediterranean climate. So I get it. I get why people are targeting Spain and Portugal, number 1 and number 2 here. Weather, affordability. So guys, if you are the adventurous type, hey, obviously you want to check it out. You want to do 1, maybe 2 long vacations there before you make your decision. But that's a pretty good list as far as I'm concerned. And I got to go back to the reasons, though, guys. The top 2 reason. Number 1, America is too conservative. That's why they want to move. Number 2, America is too divided. That's why they want to move. Kind of gives you a referendum. Is that the right word? Referendum on the state of our country, doesn't it? Which is pretty sad. Hopefully that'll change soon. So guys, there's the list. Have you been thinking about moving abroad? If you have, please leave me comments, especially if you have already moved abroad. I want to hear about your experiences. I want to hear about, did it live up to what you thought it would? A lot of those vloggers in the Philippines, they move after a couple of years because it wasn't what they were expecting. So let us all know. Let all my viewers here know so we can get a better idea. You know, I've got over 60,000 subscribers. I'm sure a lot of them have thought about moving overseas or just to a different country in general. And for those of you who haven't retired yet, leave me some comments on the countries that you would like to retire to. Also, if you've done your research on them as well. And as always, from the lovely high desert, how could I leave this, man? It's 83 degrees on October, what is it, 29th or October 29th, almost 6 p.m. It's 83 degrees. I can't leave this, man. And as always, we got this.